worse to ruin your game.
Unless they perform well under pressure, and they just need a little bit of a kick in behind it, get going. But Mr. Crasheroni, I am so inclined to agree with you. I think CONSILIUM are hot off of their victory earlier today, and I think they're going to give Mouth Esports the business here in Game 1.
Have you taken a look at Pango's starting items?
Oh, dear.
Certainly something, isn't it? Laning against, what, DK Phoenix? Doesn't really... Wraith Bands don't really make too much sense for me.
Oh, no. Crash, we got our first CC.
I know. I didn't want to bring it up, but...
Yeah.
It is starting. And not in a good way. Not the game, the DCs. The game is still nowhere near beginning.
No.
Any other interesting starting items? Taking a look. Nothing really.
Well, Crash, we haven't played How Many Wands? You're looking through the items right now.
I'm not. I promise I'm not. I'm not.
Okay.
I saw it earlier, but I don't remember how many wands.
All right, so Crasheroni, make your guess. How many wands?
5.
5? I'm going to say 4.
Okay.
All right. Let's take a look. Okay. 1 stick, 2 stick, 3 stick, 4, and 5. Dang.
Okay. Does a stick count as a wand?
Yeah.
Though?
Yeah. Stick counts. Stick counts.
Sure. I'll take that. I'll take that victory then.
All right. Congratulations, my friend. You are the winner of a brand new car.
Oh my goodness. Where is it? I want it right now.
It's a Hot Wheel.
Ooh. I have a bunch of vintage Hot Wheels that I have just laying around in an Axe body spray bag that I got when I was a kid. Yeah, there's a little Crasheroni lore for you. You're welcome.
And you know what? I bet with that Axe body spray gym bag, they smell great. Thank you to our sponsors.
Probably not. Probably smell like high school.
Which, that could go multiple ways depending on your high school experience, man. Oh, yeah. God, I was a band kid in high school, Crash.
Okay.
Can you believe that? I mean, you see me doodling around
on the trumpet
between breaks. Yeah, good times. Not a lot of Axe body spray in my high school experience. Thank goodness.
I wish I could say the same.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. They have a
ball will do that to you,
What's their market claim like in Canada? Pretty big?
Yeah. I'd say so. Pretty much everyone was wearing Axe when I was in high school, and I assume they still probably are. It's cheap. It's quote unquote smells good.
Yeah, I think of Canadian stereotypes. I think lumberjacks. I think Axe, and cycle.
It's
right there in front of us. It was so obvious the whole time.
All right. Speaking of in front of us, hey, game has been on pause. We're here. No more Axe body spray talk. Get that out of here. We got some Dota talk ahead of us.
Oh, dude, I wish there was an Axe offlaner in the game.
Oh, that'd be so funny.
What if what is this W? The battle hunger is just like a cloud of Axe just over the head of the hero, just spraying until they get a CS. All right, Mr. George, Mr. Linz, George.USA. Puts the static slide down, and we have a concoction cooking up. 2 seconds, 1 second. Will self-stun. Bounty rune claimed. Thank you, Ilias. Getting the block, the cogs.
You can tell Ilias doesn't alt-right click his cogs like a true Clockwork player. You know the whole alt-right click trick, right, Malibu?
Yeah, you just queue it up, right?
Yeah, pretty much. You queue up an ability, and it shows you the range of the ability. So if you do it on cogs, it actually shows you the inner radius of cogs. So you can actually, it's much easier to grab someone and pull them in cogs. As long as they're behind that line, you're good to go.
Hell yeah. And if you're out there listening, folks, welcome to Crasheroni's Dota Corner. Give him a tip if that improved your Clockwork game, because I know it'll pay off on mine. Played so much Clock, and I don't think I ever did that.
Oh man,
I'm a visual learner, so
yeah. Well, that was my thing too. I was hitting these cogs, and I was like, man, expanded armature, it's so different now, right? Like usually you just have to be right on top of someone, but you actually have a little bit of range now with it. I saw that, and I was like, oh, cool, that's awesome. It's like one of the only heroes I use it for either, because I find it annoying sometimes having that outer ring be really large around me. I know Pudges do it with hook range as well. There's a lot of really good applications for it. I would highly, highly recommend using it in your games.
Hell yeah. And, you know, Mr. Crasher, we've got another DC. Mr. Lens this time, but he's back!
Don't think about it. Don't think about it. We're good. Mouth are, oh boy. Not a good sign for things to come, is it?
No. No, it is not, my friend. Hopefully yesterday leaves us, or stays in the past.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think we got one wave of action, at least.
Yeah, we did.
So let's put it under a microscope. 2-2 on the Storm Spirit. Lena 1-0. Still got a bunch of creeps here in the mid. Oh, all right. Going ready.
I don't know. Lena has half as many CS as this Storm. I think it's GG at this
Game
point.
over, bro. Game over. Ja era. It already was. All right. Mid lane matchup here. Who do you think is more favored?
My gut tells me Lena, but once again, now with the static slide, I haven't seen this matchup in a hot minute. But with static slide, I feel like Storm can actually trade more effectively with the Lena now. Right before you had to get right on top of her, and that's the only way you could do anything. But now you can like trade with the similar range. You can secure range creeps a lot easier. There are more plays to be made now here. You don't just have to keel over and die.
You know, it's unfortunate when that's your main option. That's mostly the options left to these Marses in our games. Mr. George punched under his own tower. Lena really exercising that extreme attack range. Taking a look down here at bottom. That shield not going to be enough. Pangolin will give up first blood. And the fiery safe lane gonna claim a double kill. Mr. Cook leading the DK along to an early win here in the bottom lane.
Those really cool slippers and circlets you got there, Pango. That was, wow, very valuable. All against all that magic damage? Very nice.
Yeah. That's a tough sell for me. And in the top lane, we are going to see Ilias the winner come up a little short. But, you know, with that trade-off, your Alchemist is nice and healthy. Though he is farming decent, like 10-1. Mars, though, ahead of him, 13-3. Great attack animation, especially with the Willow Harass. Really letting you body in the middle of the lanes. I mean, Mars loves playing into...
Right.
Yes.
Like who
Mars loves playing into this dual melee.
Yeah.
He's like, wait, I can hit God's Rebuke on 2 players?
At once? Yeah.
All right, sign me up. Little battle for the Lotus, but 9 is also in position. It dodges the hockey puck. And the Spear of Mars lands, finds purchase here. Now Ilias on the run. We cannot have another death on the clockwork. Phoenix does die on the bottom side of the map in a mid-kill 1v1. Mr. Len's gonna claim the Lena. Back on the top side of the map, the action does not stop. Clock a little low, but gets to the safety of the tree line. And crash. What do we got going on here? Nice cogs with a battery assault. Who dies? Call it now.
It's got to be no one. No
one. All right, no one called, and the gambling line is set. And Crasher, one of you were wrong. Clockwork off the map for 14. Can Alchemist clean up? Throwing that right hook. Lands on the Dark Willow, but not going to be able to go toe-to-toe here outside of your tower.
Yeah, that was a little overzealous there. Once you got them in the cogs under tower and they break free, you just kind of need to leave it at that. Diving there was a little too overzealous, which is why I didn't think Clockwork would die. I thought there was no reason to do that. Menace. Oh no! Not being a menace in the least. Tries to TP out, dies, so TP on cooldown for 70 seconds. Gonna have to take the walk of shame. Does have enough gold for her brown boot, so we'll purchase that. And back up in the top lane. These guys are just out for blood here. Some of my favorite offlane combos are Dark Willow plus Magnus or Mars. I don't know what it is, but something about brambles turning into a nuke is very funny. And here's a nuke from Mars. No! What a spear.
Yep. Oh, that's a hell of a spear. But, you know, Ilias able to clean up. Battery assault plus acid spray. Too much damage for the Mars to handle. Yeah, it sure does. So let's see if a Phoenix can beat a Squirrel. Once again, level 3 to level 2. Dragon Tail used, but the Swashbuckle does get him back towards the tower. Vagabond trying to get under the safety of the tier 1. Breathe Fire coming through. Burning, burning, burning. Tower region not going to be enough. The Pangolier will fall. 9 gets a kill on the top side of the map as well. 8-2 kill count here. 5 minutes in. Action-packed first half of the game. And,
I hate this Pango build so much. Double Wraithband Brown Boots. 5 minutes into the game. It's cool. Those are decent items to have, but they're not providing any value against a Phoenix and a DK.
No, it's not. But Stone Spirit looking to provide some value for the team on the rotation here. Zips onto the Alchemist. Will help Mars get the kill. This Alchemist handicapped at level 4 here. We see Clockwork smoked up, looking to connect the top side of the map. Maybe just help with the rune spawn as well. Okay, will be a haste rune spawning bottom. Phoenix steals that away from the Lina, and Storm Spirit will be able to claim nothing. They did not spot out that Phoenix rotation either. Just saw the ping come out saying that the rune was gone. And Menace looking to perhaps die a third time. Sunray searching in the tree line. They cancel it out. 9 will pick up the kill. Vagabond perhaps will get a return kill, but the Brambles embracing the Pangolier, slowing the not inevitable Shadow Realm, going to prevent any right clicks from landing. And of course, Vagabond has no mana to cast any spells. No stick, no wand, no hope, and no life. CONSILIUM do get a kill on the Mars off cam. Looks like Ilias. No. Who the hell killed Mars? The Clockwork. Okay, yeah. Ilias. Ilias
you're right.
Yeah. Nice.
This banner or Wizzy though.
Oh, that is a beautiful move. Looks.
Both of them get stolen.
They trade.
Actually.
Yeah. A wisdom trade. But Mr. Lins has plenty of wisdom, and thank goodness that spear didn't carry him to the low ground. Mr. Lins doesn't have the mana to continue forward with the Alchemist in the vicinity either.
That spear was just off the mark. It was just a hair away from hitting that cog. And if he hits the cog, he's stunned and definitely get the kill. But they weave him through them, unfortunately, and they missed that opportunity. That's one of those spears that's gonna get you tilted, right? That's the first drop of the bucket.
Yeah, not necessarily a keyboard smasher, but that's one where you kind of like put your fist into your open palm. You're like, dang.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Crash Running, we're about 8 minutes in here to the game. Despite the kill count of 11-3, it's just shy of a 1K net worth advantage for Mouth Esports. What are some big timings that we're looking for here as we transition out of the laning phase into the early mid game?
Storm first item will be really important, whether it be Witchblade or Kaya or whatever it is. It looks like it will be Kaya. No, that's Treads. I have no idea what it'll be.
Alrighty. Storm first item going to be massive here. As Lina going to hit the... Oh my god. Well, going to play with the Light Striker. It was not enough to bring him down, but the Arena of Mars with the egg in the background. The spear lands on the Clockwork, skewering him to the wall, and that's a 1 for none. But you lose 2 massive teamfight ultis. I wonder if CONSILIUM will punch back here.
They have an opportunity to. They need this Pango 6, though. Quite desperate. They need Rolling Thunder to be able to make a move. He is literally 1 XP away. There he is. He gets a 6.
Oh my gosh.
That was... I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Yeah. I think I may have had it happen like once or twice, but I also have 14,000 hours in Dota.
Fair, so that'll do it, yeah.
It's yeah. You're gonna see that once or twice, but man, it feels so bad when you do.
Yeah, I've been like, 2 or 3, like 6 away before, but I don't think I've ever seen 1. Maybe.
Well, we're gonna see 1 away from death here. CONSILIUM Menace trying to get out a nice Light Strike array, but it's not gonna be enough. 9 gets the kill and hits the Terrorize. Lena
Beautiful.
walking back towards base. 9 is just all over the map here for the Radiant.
That was unexpected.
Give Ilias a 6. Get out of there. Get out of there, Lena. You goober.
Play
I know
some
you.
jungle
Oh, I need
speed.
CS. Wah. Clock needs his level 6 if you want to start making moves around this map. Hoodwinks
Making
nowhere
moves.
near.
We do see Thunderbolt coming out bottom. DK about half
Okay.
health, but Vagabond even lower. And this is already an armlet on Dark Black.
That was
Decent toggling keeps
a
him healthy.
waste of the Rolling Thunder.
Yeah.
Oh boy, you're kind of in a sticky situation now.
Boy. But looking top. You see Alchemist teeing off with the Mars. 9 making the rotation as well. They know that Alchemist doesn't have Chemical Rage for about 30 seconds, so maybe they look to play a little aggressive here. But Boots of Travel also finished on Lena. She's got a shield rune, so she can kind of get active on the map, tank some tower hits here for her catapult. Fortification will thwart some early push attempts.
So just BOT Ags for Lena, it looks like, right?
Yeah, BOT Ags, straight rush. You get a Windlace to fill a slot, get a little bit extra movement speed. Helps out a ton here. And now the egg is in the skillet. Let's see if it gets cracked here. Light Strike Array, Laguna Blade coming out, but it's not enough damage onto Mr. Lands. They will kill 2. Radiant coming out ahead, 15-3. Just a little over 11 minutes in. 2K net advantage as well.
And there was that
Storm.
beautiful egg protection that Storm offers. Right, we kind of saw it firsthand there. Lena very well could have destroyed that egg on her own. But with the help of Storm Spirit, Clockwork's not doing it, so at that point you just have to turn tail and run, and yeah, that's just not an option anymore.
And then tail is being turned towards the tier 1 tower with that spear back, and now the arena. Rotations are coming in with those TPs. The Sunray burning, and the Rolling Thunder not going to be enough to save the Alchemist. You might get a return kill on Fischero here. Swashbuckle going to seal the deal as Vagabond, trying to count his coins and get out of dodge. Dragon Tail perhaps will prevent that, especially sealed by the Mr. Lens Zip. Going to get the kill on the Pangolier. Armlet.
It just feels like
Morbid
Mouth are
Mask.
bringing more numbers.
Oh yeah, and I don't know how they're bringing numbers everywhere on the map.
Right.
TPs,
Storm is just
close
everywhere.
rotations, yeah, you said it. The answer of a smoke coming from Consilium here. They need to win this fight. Hookshot on the backline, they find the DK, but the self-stun from the Alchemist, not going to get him in the fight. They do get the Dragon Knight. The fiery spells coming in, and Lena constricted in the pit. A spear back on the Clockwork, 2 dead for each side. The Crown of Thorns will pop. Menace trying to protect the Lena here. Will get a kill on to the Dark Willow. Her first death of the game. Dark Willow, 8-1-4 crash.
Nice chunk of change from Menace. That's going to get him closer to whatever item he wants. Will be the Rod of Atos. And overall,
pickup.
I mean, really, really good for Consilium. But my one caveat would be that Alk is dead again.
Yeah.
And this
Nope.
Radiance is a lot, oh, not a lot, a little slower than you'd like it to be on the Alk, right? You're looking for anywhere from 10 to 12 minutes. Anything after that, you're starting to get a little sad.
Certainly. And you know, your offlaner had a rough start. Your Lena did decently, but went travels first, so you don't really have anyone to frontline for you. And you know, if mid laner's weak, the offlaner's weak, those lanes are not threatened for Mouth, so they can just run at that Alk over and over. They're punishing him. It does have the Radiance finished now. It's flying over to him. So sub 14 minutes, certainly not what you want, but it's what you're going to have to accept. Now we see a zip from Mr. Lens, a nice arena, but the Rolling Thunder going to get him out of it. They have found the Hoodwink. They will get the kill. The hookshot does miss, but the Light Strike Array and the Laguna Blade will land. Fischero getting low, surrounded by heroes as they change their focus from Mr. Lens to the Mars, and a blink out will get Fischero to safety. Will they be able to reset and defend this tower? Might strike to break the trees. Will not find anyone. It's a nice reset here from Mouth Esports.
I know it didn't hit, but that was a really cool blood grenade attempt from Ilias there.
Yeah.
It's because that's the only thing you could do, right? That was literally their last-ditch effort of canceling that blink. And if it worked, it would have been beautiful.
Absolutely. You know, I think that's a great response from CONSILIUM. They're going to get a tower off of this. They have the Radiance Alk. They can kind of group behind him, fight and push, and Cook is going to find the enemy Wisdom Rune. So this is the first Wisdom Rune chance that we could have to go the way of one team. As you mentioned, 7 minutes. They both stole each other's. It's kind of poetic, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Cook is on the ball with that. He snuck himself into the trees there at the end of that fight, and then scanned twice.
Crash. They found the Lina.
There's no way.
No mana on this Lina either. She's got mana for 1 spell or 1 TP. Oh, they're not able to bring numbers.
There's no way those supports do it. No way. I mean, I say that. This throwing shade bedlam damage cannot be trifled with, I guess would be the best way to say it, because that
we saw Zone Academy underestimated last round, and they paid the price. You know, underestimate the fairy, and you get knocked out of the tournament. Crash. Just as we were talking about Radiance being finished on the Alchemist, a minute and a half afterwards, pick up a Blink Dagger. Back online, I think Rolling Thunder coming in. If they can isolate this Phoenix, they cannot get it before the Supernova comes out, and they've got no one to pop this egg. Mars is in, looking for the next target. They find the Clockwork. Yule's used onto the Pangolier, buying a ton of time here to split and separate this fight. Big zip in from Mr. Lins, looking to isolate the Pangolier. They get the kill, dead for 30. They're going to go for one more. Hoodwink on the run, gets under the tower. God's Rebuke with the spear lands and stuns, and Mr. Lin's trying to get in range for the Galvanized stack, but you know what? Don't be greedy. You got 17 already, my friend.
I'm not too sure about the smoke up. Maybe if they can get DK, but that's a hard kill to get.
Your Lina has no mana, no fiery soul stacks accumulated. If you hit the DK and that creep wave, yeah, you'd get 5 or 6 maybe. Hook shot to the creep wave might not be enough here. Okay, I'm a liar. Dragon form used for...
You said might.
Might, yeah.
Yeah.
A Dragon Tail, not enough range here, but on the bottom side of the map, we see another arena. They are using these spells on cooldown, keeping Pangolier in the dirt. Mr. Lens getting another Galvanized stack for Shero. Loving that gold infusion from the death of the Pangolier.
That was so unfortunate, actually, because Pango swashbuckled just as that arena came out, and he got caught by the wall, like, just caught by the wall. If that arena came out like half a second later, Pango would have been out of there.
Yeah. Man, unlucky timing, but Crash, something I know we are not huge fans of this starting double Wraithband build on the Pangolier. I am glad to see him finish his power treads. I feel like yesterday we had a Pangolier in a really great position in the game, but he only had 1200 HP. Just kept getting identified and just burst over and over and over while he was trying to build up towards the axe. Even got the Blade of Alacrity for his Agnum Scepter first. No HP or durability components purchased. You get a little bit of armor from the agility, but you need the HP.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, still only 1100 HP on the Pangolier, so still not the tankiest, but that can be rectified with your Agnum Scepter items.
Right. Nice scouting flare coming out. Yule's onto the Pangolier. The root is... Oh my god. Beautiful casting coordination from the Radiant. Pangolier dead.
Man, that felt like Mars had a Deso. That was so much damage.
He's got Deso Light, the Orb of Destruction.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that'll do it. DK, more than ready to fight now. Armlet Mask, BKB. It is go time for Mouth.
Minut's gonna break the smoke, and they see the courier. Oh, your courier betrays you, Mr. Squirrel. Mr. Lins versus Mr. Squirrel. Mr. Lins, the stronger of the two. Gonna get that
stronger of the two.
yeah. It's always nice when you join a fight with a couple buddies at your back, right?
Right. It helps. Teamwork makes the dream work, or something like that.
Oh. All right, Crash. We've got big pickups on the side of the Dire. The Agnum Scepter on the Lina. Atos on the Hoodwink. I think I saw another Blink Dagger come out somewhere on the map. Or something.
I think we got BKB Alk heading around the corner as well. So you can fight if you're CONSILIUM, but I don't know how much you want to. right now. Pango isn't quite ready. It's still, like we said, 1100 HP on this Pango. Very burstable.
Big zip with the return. Atos. Storm is rooted. We hear the Rolling Thunder coming out, and Lena trying to find Mr. Lens. They're on the prowl. The Dire throwing all their eggs in this team fight basket here, but Arena coming out. They catch the Lena. They're zipping in with the egg on top. And more so the cherry on top. 2 dead already before the egg pops in the Sun Ray, doing a ton of damage, adding that mischance and healing your allies. 2 big heroes dead on the Dire, but the Radiant not satisfied. Clockwork gets a hook shot onto Fischero, but the Spear of Mars is going to latch him to the tree. Jetpack, not enough, but perhaps I spoke too soon. Alchemist is in on the backline. The clock does die to an errant spell. Alchemist, perhaps overstaying his welcome, retreats to the low ground. No more Chemical Rage for another 30 seconds, and you've used your BKB.
I mean, at this point, there's nothing stopping Mouth from just barreling down these lanes.
No, certainly not. Devastating team fight. You had vision. You also were kind of fighting in vision, though, on the Dire. Yeah. If that doesn't work... I mean, you kind of... I think the Lena over-pursued. Like, going for the Storm, a good idea, but in practice, she was too far. Just simply too far.
I mean, look at the HP pool on CONSILIUM, right? Clockwork 1400, Hood 13. Okay, hold that thought, 9. Might get something here, CONSILIUM, a consolation prize, but... Oh my god.
Oh, the Yules?
Okay. It's pretty cool, but it's still over.
Did she Yules the Laguna Blade damage?
She did, yeah.
Crazy.
It's very cool. Anyways, my point being, everyone, minus the Alchemist, has sub 1500 HP. Lena just got more. Lena just got 16, but still. Not very tanky when you're pairing up against a Mars and a DK who's hitting for like, I don't know, 250 when his armlet and dragon form. There we go. I got there.
Form.
Jesus. Oh my god.
Yes, my child. Oh no. Oh no.
Pango's just dead again, right? You have no HP. You have no HP from all of this damage. There's nothing you can really do about it. There's no more cheap HP items like the Bracer. Like Fluffy Hat Gang rise up, I guess.
Crash, why is he on Agi Treads?
He was on Strength Treads. I was watching, like, 2 minutes ago, he was on Strength Treads, and he had, like, 1400 HP, and it was really cool. But back on the Agi, Storm zips on you, you're dead. You're just dead.
Oh, man. Does have the Aghanims queued up. Pretty cookie-cutter build at that point. Hopefully he gets that point booster, or the Ogre Axe first.
Alright, DK hitting for a casual 400 right now. A lot more than I expected.
Dragon form's a hell of a drug.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Okay. Dire in the neighborhood, ready to contest this, and Mouth Esports gonna smoke and, step away from the pit. Ilias scouting. Jetpack, one of my favorite abilities in Dota. Gonna hookshot back to safety, but he gets betrayed by his own team. Pangolier, Vagabond rolling around on the Dark Willow. The Yules will get her out of dodge for now. BKB used on Dark Black finally, and they have found the Hoodwink. Looking to get the kill. Mr. Len's gonna find that. Cook leading the charge with the Sun Ray, but they want the big pinata. The Alchemist himself, Mr. Dark Brew. How are you gonna get out of this one? Back yourself into a corner. That Orchid will not save you. The self-stun cooking up. Maybe you get the denied. No. 1.5 seconds left, and Fischero gonna get the kill, and Mouth Esports gonna claim Roshan.
Overall, really good fight from Mouth. A completely botched initiation, but look who's coming through the portal. Clockwork going for a steal, maybe.
No, not like this. Ilias, we love you, but it's just not gonna happen, my man.
No, the call of the Clockwork, trust me, I've been there so many times, dude.
I feel something inside of me. I must go.
Yeah. I don't know, there's something about playing Clockwork that you are so constantly aware of Aegis. Yeah, you're like, okay, it's like 23 minutes, they're probably going to Aegis. So you get a ward, and then you sit behind Roche, and you wait, and you pray, and you hope.
You're a sleeper agent.
Yeah,
you're a sleeper agent, yeah.
Absolutely. And Jetpack is what enables you to do that. You can get full vision on Roche Pit without even going near it during daytime. And in nighttime, there's a little nook just above the Roche Pit in which you can fly in a little circle around Jetpack and get vision into the Roche pit. There's a lot of cool clockwork tech you can make about stealing Aegis.
Yeah, well, maybe we should have a little meeting with Ilias after this game.
Yeah.
They try to get in, and the Tormentor is not stolen. 9 will get the shard, and now Chaos all breaking loose here. Dark Black looking for the target, and Lina gonna let this Laguna Blade sing. They do kill the Phoenix. No egg used. Vagabond looking for their next target. Rolling Thunder in, and he is out.
Hoodwink and Alk are on the opposite side of the map. What was the plan, Vagabond?
You know, just go on a little field trip.
Just going fishing, I guess.
He's not doing anything else, you know. I mean, they're just Radiant. They're just gonna find him and kill him out anyway. So why not just give that Rolling Thunder out?
Have a little fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't die with your spell on cooldown. That's the trick for this Pangolier here.
Even if so as long as you get the ability off, it doesn't matter. Okay, perfect.
That's right. But Crash
I'm gonna respawn and start using my ultimate just to make sure I don't die with it off cooldown. Dude, Vagabond's dead again.
Thank you. See, I told you, Crash. I told you, Mr. Lin on the prowl. Never gonna miss out.
But his ult's off cooldown or on cooldown, so that must mean something, right?
Yeah. Roll up would be nice, and dude,
he has it.
What did he buy? What did he buy? Did he buy shard?
Yeah, he has the shard on the Pango. Yeah.
The chain stun's just too powerful.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you have to keep in mind DK stun is a total, 2.4 seconds or something like that? Yeah, 2.4 seconds. Mars, Spear, Storm, Electric Vortex. It's just too much. Throw that in with the Brambles on top. You're not going anywhere.
It is a thorny thicket that Mouth Esports team is weaving. Ilya's scouting ahead of his Alchemist, of his Lina. Love that good selfless support play. But, man, top side of the map, Mouth Esports threatening high ground here. Aegis, Elder Dragon form, Berserk DK, they are going to town. Ilya's getting a little cheeky with it, trying to set up some cog fortification. Will not find anyone, though. Speaking of fortification, Glyph has been used. Vagabond throwing some swashbuckles his way, and here we go. Lina with the Light Strike Array, a big Rolling Thunder in the arena set up, but they found the Lina dead for 50. The clock was dead for 40, and now Fischero walking out of his own arena. The egg pops, and Vagabond onto the high ground, but dies in his own base. Alchemist in, joins the party perhaps a little bit late. Can they get the DK? The Aegis is on the Storm, so this would be super value if they can get the DK down, but no. Answer is the answer. Spear of Mars on to the Alchemist. 2 buybacks used by the Dire, but they get nothing, Crash.
Yeah, and Sunray Cook should just be able to heal his whole team up here. Have them stand in a line and just Sunray them, yeah. I can hear it right now. Look at those HP bars go up. And now they're back in fighting shape.
Yeah, 5k net difference after that fight, and now they found the clock. Fischero, mega kill spree.
Maybe one more fight. Maybe. Maybe if you lose Storm, maybe 2.
But you're just going to use the Aegis. Be right back. Full health, full mana. We'll see how it goes. Roll up used, but you lose your Lina. That's a dieback, and you lose your Pangolier. One little squirrel remains between Mouth Esports and the throne. GG is called. CONSILIUM lose 28 minutes in. 44-10 kill count. You know, it's not quite CONSILIUM versus Zone Esports, but damn, what a way to start the series. 1-0.
I hate it. Yeah. I used to be a big Nyx player.
Yeah.
I think that this version of Nyx is like brain dead.
It is.
Jesus. Okay, that was a little
talk. A little defeatist.
Ow. Yeah, a little uncalled for too. What the? That was like completely unprompted.
No, Crash. This is the big leagues, man. You got to be able to take it. You got to be able to dish it out. I'm all.
I don't know. I'm under the impression that even in the big leagues, you have no right all chatting. Yeah, I'm with Nye. That's my reaction too. When someone all chats,
there will be 2 admins too. Don't. Yeah. So. Smack Talk going back and forth, you know.
Good.
Love to see it. rising to the occasion. And you know, as long as like there's all right, the allegations coming out.
Wait, what?
Maybe allegations of map peeking. I don't know. That's not what I'm paid for. I'm paid to bring you the cold hard facts. And the cold hard facts are these bounty runes spawn in 10 seconds. A large concentration of CONSILIUM players here on the bottom side of the map. Mouth Esports got to be careful.
Yeah, you can't really 1v1 or multiple heroes of 5v5 a clockwork level 1. Doesn't really work.
Sure.
You've got Slider, you've got
bounties
Nyx, Cogs, all out of stuns.
Ilya scouts out the Cogs on the high ground by placing the sentry to the low ground, puts the Cog up there, but doesn't have the last
Cog. He hits the Cog that was giving him vision. Oh, no despair.
Pain.
Go do it again. Go back to it. Go screw your SF. He doesn't need a lane.
So, Crash, one thing about that, if you kill that high ground ward, they still have an observer ward on the other side of the river.
Yeah.
So they double down on the vision there. Yeah. Bottom side of the map. Gonna have Fischero sitting in a sand cloud. We'll have to fight against the Cogs here. I love Ilias on the clockwork here. Getting a lot of practice on the hero today.
Yeah. Good hero to have in your repertoire right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like top lane, Timbersaw. This, I mean, I don't want to say shouldn't happen. It's, you know, pretty. He's pretty killable. And
Revenge
also pretty killable.
Is spelled Nyx. Nix. And look at that, Vagabond didn't miss anything. Creep wave's right there.
He didn't.
Perfect.
That's because of Menace, right? That was a beautiful job done by Menace.
Yeah.
To drag that creep wave, because that's, I think, the only way you can play this lane. I think that is one of the only ways you can play Nyx lanes. If you play Nyx with, like, unless you're playing with like an Enigma or like a Death Prophet Razor, maybe some sort of ranged hero.
Menace the Courier. You're gonna miss it. Oh, nice.
Oh no. Oh,
there you go, buddy. And do you get the range creep deny? Okay, stunning the Jakiro. Level 2. Vagabond looking to get on the road here. Goes forward. The stun hitting the Nyx assassin. Got a whirling death. Pop that baby. And that's a dead twin-headed dragon. And they get the stack on the hard camp. Oh my god. Great recovery in the offlane for CONSILIUM.
Just a quick little 1-2, right? Killing Jakiro twice. And it's, I guess it's a 3-4 with the heads, isn't it?
Yeah. Crash. Oh, you got me, man. But Jakiro's gonna have to buy a smoke.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah. You have to get back to this lane as fast as possible. A smoke, because you can't afford boots, so you gotta do what you gotta do.
F in chat for the Jakiro boys. Yep. All right, and dragging the wave back here. Timbersaw not afraid in the slightest. We'll get hit with the concoction. And Cook looking to chef up some harassment. Timbersaw will be able to shrug it off. What's crazy, Crash? What do you got?
Vagabond has almost as much HP, level 3, on this Timbersaw as he did all game on the Pango.
No, dude, don't. You're gonna disrespect him like that? That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, Concoction gonna throw a little bit of disrespect in there. Has a little bit of mana here, but can he get to the low ground? The answer is yes. The blood grenade is ticking. He will get it with a dual breath. A beautiful stun from Menace, buying a little bit of time, and another Timber Chain to the high ground. Lotus granted to Dark Black. And a Timbersaw escape happening right before our eyes. It's got 4 tangos, a bracer, the tower, and the banner creep region. 16 HP per second in the mid lane. Monkey showing just how strong this matchup is in favor of him. That's tough. 20-10 to the 12-0 Slardar. Absolute brutality in the mid lane. Brutality doesn't stop there. Continuing in the top lane, the Nyx Assassin off the map for 10 seconds. Big whirling death onto the wave and the 2 heroes here.
It's probably throwing your lane, but you could have made an argument to hold a point, level 2, and then level Carapace if you needed it. But Mind Flayer just feels so good, right? Secure the range creeps, secure the jungle creeps, whatever you need. But yeah, I don't know. There's a possibility you avoid that death there.
Yeah. Nyx went level 2 Mind Flare. Awesome.
Yeah. I think that's fine, right? You kill the centaur and the big creep, you kill the range creeps, right? Like, it's a good way of farming. What you can do, what we see Nick's doing right now, is go into the enemy jungle and just start. Oh, hold on, Ilias.
Ransack, yeah.
Oh, but such a good trade.
That's crazy. 2 stacks of lasting presence already. When they come back into lane,
valuable.
It's gonna be a more dangerous environment for them. You sacrifice the clockwork, and you are rewarded for that sacrifice.
So yeah, the one thing you can do as Nyx is walk around enemy jungle and just start mind flaring the big creeps, and then leave all the little creeps left. It is, not the craziest tech, but it's something, and it'll hinder an alchemist if all of a sudden he runs into camps and there's only 1 creep left.
Absolutely, Crash. And your Timbersaw, certainly a hero that can solo lane after you get like a couple levels. Level 4, not bad. Yeah, you've only got a 4-second cooldown on Timber Chain as well. They've only got 1 stun right now. And we see that stun cooking up. Dark Black looking for a better route, but will get stunned. Ends up self-stunning thanks to Menace. And Vagabond trying to get the kill before they can gap close. And he carapaces the damage, but the dual breath will get the kill eventually. Vagabond walking down the twin-headed dragon and dig a grave. Oh, for no one just yet. Has the mana for the Timber Chain, and Slardar has made the rotation. Cook gets a double kill. The Timbersaw dying, the Sand King dying. It is a bloodbath all across the map. Crash, what the hell?
I'm a little surprised Mr. Lens didn't commit to that, but the way the fight could have shaped out there, if you died there on the Monkey King, it could be pretty bad for you. It looks like, was this an Orb of Corrosion being built on Monkey King? Yeah.
Yeah, so
good
often,
game
Crash, agreed. So often we see the early lead on Monkey King just be thrown away, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that's the story.
Most of the time.
All right, Burrow Strike from Fischero. Ilias responding with the Battery Assault. Holding, okay, no cogs just yet, on cooldown. Mr. Lin still in the neighborhood. Battery Assault has expired. They see the clockwork, and Mr. Lens is in. One more attack. He pulled him in with the cogs under the tower, and now, Shadow Fiend and Slardar make the rotation. And Crash, your worst fear didn't manifest in the top lane. Mirrored on the bottom side of the map in the upside down. Monkey King. Yeah,
that was like legitimately worst case scenario for Monkey King, because you've gone for a really greedy build as well with this Orb of Corrosion. It just it's good, don't get me wrong, and I will stand by that. But it's just going to delay your other items by a little bit. It's not it's not very hunky dory. You're not very happy with that.
Yeah, they're going to get a return effort here on the Shadow Fiend. Oh, the Flame Break pushing him back into the Embrace, but he gets a kill onto the Sand King. Reclaim the Souls with the follow-up Shadow Rays, enough to get the job done. You've got a 4-charge wand in 3 seconds. Can he make a play? No. No is the answer. Juke's a little too close to
very
the wave
close.
There. Yeah. Just a little
3
more
charges
patient.
of lasting presence. That if you had maybe another point in a presence of the Dark Lord, maybe 2 points instead of the 2 points in the Shadow Rays, you shouldn't ever. But if you did, maybe you get another kill there.
It's a bit of a do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah.
Theory crafting there, right? All right, Slardar in the neighborhood on the bottom side of the map. 9 gonna pay for his efforts. Holy amplified damage. Back to hell, where all Batrider players will eventually end up. Yes, Slardar making quick work of Jazric, I think was the name we found out yesterday. Top side of the map, concoction of brewing. Timber Chain interrupted. We'll have another one here, but the Monkey King arrives and seals his fate. Timbersaw dead. Oh, no, Menace. He's in. The Carapace gonna get a stun onto Cook, but he's able to walk back. Slardar looking for a little bit of a stretch here. Nyx will fall, and Monkey King in the cogs. The Battery Assault making a lot of trouble for him. Slardar concealed by the Ice Bath and limited. Now a 2 for nothing, a 3 for nothing with the Timbersaw, and a 4 for nothing on top of it all. Mouth Esports coming out on top. The tips, you gotta imagine this is gonna exacerbate the bad vibes that existed before the horn.
Most likely, yeah. Timbersaw, no, not like this.
Just got back on the map, brother.
Yeah, he kind of deserved that tip. That's yeah.
Well played.
Very rarely do I
indeed.
think someone deserves a tip. When you die, respawn, and die again, you definitely deserve a tip. 44 seconds cooldown on the TP.
Crash, they had vision.
Yeah.
They had vision on that rotation as well. That was a folly by the Timbersaw.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where, like, you're an old school Timbersaw player and you're like, oh, I'm invincible.
No,
I have 4 points of reactive armor. You know, this is new age Timbersaw. This is full on damage Kaya Rush Timbersaw. This is ain't your mama's Timber.
No. Okay, Menace. Staring menacingly at Fischero, waiting on him to perhaps exit the Sand Shroud. Oh, we will get the Carapace, but a stun out! Blink strike. Burrow strike, perfect. Keeps him out of range of the Shadow Fiend. And now Menace having to try to get away from 9 here on the Bat Rider. Little cover provided by the Clockwork. And now Shadow Fiend in dangerous territory. Cogs coming out. Little Cog Hockey home run derby going on. No home runs.
I love that people have different names for like what they call cogs. Hockey pucks. I call it the Thunderdome. I appreciate all the little things.
2 heroes enter. 1 hero leaves.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how it feels.
All right, let's if you're out there in chat, next time you see Thunderdome come out, let's hear you. 2 heroes enter, 1 hero leaves.
Yeah,
get any other good names for
line so you can macro it every time you cog someone. That would be some next level BM every time you press W.
Right.
All chat.
My all chat just immediately filled.
Yeah.
Tech. All right, Crash. 11 minute 30-second Radiance picked up.
Pretty good.
My Dark Black 4, 1, and 4 on the Alchemist. Of course, has the blink queued up next. Smoke play coming out from Mouth, but no Radiant heroes.
No, because there's 2 cores in the damn fountain right now. There's no one to get.
No. We see the Diffusal Blade queued up on Monkey King as well. You said greedy earlier, man. They are doubling down on this early aggression. Okay, the lasso comes out. The stun from Menace coming out, interrupting the Monkey King chances here. But the Wukong's command already down. Oh no, the chain misses and your Slardar dies. A beautiful ice path from the Jakiro. Macropyre limiting anybody getting in on that high ground side of the river. The Tier 1 tower will be the crown gem of this gank attempt. Successful gank, rather. But Mr. Lenz is not satisfied with a kill in a tower alone. He wants more. He's going to get more. He gets a courier. Oh, Ilias, the winner, says, step into my office. The Thunderdome, have you heard of it? Timbersaw does die off cam, and Menace looking to get a little bit of a stun here on Mr. Lenz. Does do so, and now walking back in with confidence of Shadow Fiend arriving. Mr. Lenz, he gets a kill before the Shadow Fiend claims his life. And right now, I think
Mr.
Shadow
Lenz could
Fiend
have lived.
Really?
Yeah, Boundless was just off cooldown. He had the Jingu stacks up. He could have queued the camp and maybe live there, but like it's a stretch. It'd be very, very close.
A hope and a prayer for sure.
Yeah.
But a possibility perhaps.
Yep.
Yeah, Crash. CONSILIUM, they're 5k down, 13 minutes in here. Levels. They're only 1 level behind. Nice kill on that.
Yep.
Get that pest out of your jungle. Give your Shadow Fiend a little more space.
Oh my god. So wonderful.
What do you see, brother? Oh,
top
that's
lane.
what you see.
Yeah, so Mr. Lenz goes up top onto Vagabond, and just waiting south to the nearest tree is both the lovely Alchemist and Jakiro, and at that point, you're not going
already
anywhere.
Over.
Yeah.
Oh my
very good communication.
Oh, Alchemist coming in, has the Blink Dagger, gets the stun onto Clockwork. Ilia's probably not going to get out of that one. Yeah, Flame Break pushing him back into the Acid Spray. Just a little bit of annoyance with that hook shot, but you save your Slardar. Blink Dagger
Yeah.
is available. No way, dude.
I haven't seen this blink come into any use though.
No.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Okay, they think the Radiant might have vision there. Ping's on the high ground, but actually, that may have been a Radiant ping saying, Slardar, please don't go.
Yeah. Yeah, they have vision there, please.
Yeah, Mouth Esports, they want to find this Shadow Fiend farming. Start to peel back the layers of these outer towers.
Peel back the layers of this mouth onion.
You told me no, Crash.
Nice,
you said
nice. Nice scan from CONSILIUM. Let's move quick, move on.
All right, Timber Blink. The Batrider finds the Slardar, a big prize here. But the Alchemist wants the Shadow Fiend. Nice stun coming in. Cook luckily to fall here in the Thunderdome, but a Thunderdome of their own has been constructed. On the back line, the Requiem of Souls does come out. The double Requiem with a little bit of the damage on Mr. Lens, but it's not enough. You lose your supports, you get the SF. The fight's still going on just north of town. You find the Slardar now, perhaps. I think Mouth Esports are content. Timbersaw going in for another, but a mischief dodge on most of the damage there. Now Vagabond doesn't have a ton of mana to fight. Dropping the items, cycling, trying to get the most out of the Arcane Ring. Clever girl, but this tier 1 tower is deader than a doornail.
Alright, next moves are very scary for CONSILIUM. They don't really have anything to fight with other than this Blink Dagger on Slardar. Timbersaw also has a Blink Dagger, but he's very low on mana constantly because he's without a Kaya. So he's queued up a Soul Ring to sort of help counteract that sort of... What? Did you just see Chakram go north instead of back to the... Okay, I'm losing my mind.
Yeah. All right. Well, Cook also probably going to lose his life here. Clockwork does die, so a 1-for-1 trade across the map. Likely going to be a Bloodstone finished. Yep, on your Sand King. And they're going to continue the aggression here. They found the Monkey King. Diffusal Blade used to kind of get Slardar off the trail, but a Blink Lasso from the Batrider going to punish Slardar. Overconfident, now dead.
They're so quick to respond on Mouth.
Yeah. Hey, I'm a divine player. Don't trash talk us. Come on. No, but Crash, I think CONSILIUM here, they really need to fight around this BKB Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, they just need to chill for a little bit. Dude, where is this Chakram going?
I don't know, man. That's weird. That's the second time it's happened.
I've seen it like 3 or 4 times at this point. I thought it was a one-off and I was losing my mind, but it keeps happening. This would really screw with me in a game too.
Yeah, well, it's screwing with you right now. Just not even play it.
True.
Yeah, true. Okay, 3-person smoke. Timber at half mana seems good.
Yes, you're not gonna get. It's fine. He's topped up now.
Oh, look at that. Oh no. Twisted Chakram not coming out just yet. The big Wukong's command down to BKB Requiem of Souls. 1 kill for the Dire. Let's see what comes up next. The Batrider found by the Slardar, but Min is on a killing spree. 1 dead, 2 dead. Monkey King is in, and now the Slardar to fall. Dark Black. Absolute menace unchained here.
That...
Oh no.
Oh, I
Please
hope
not
this
be
isn't...
paused.
I know.
Please.
Please, that might be... I know, like, 18 minutes. I feel like I keep calling it so early in these games. But that's probably the beginning of the end there for old Radiant, because that was your BKB timing, right? That was your double Blink Dagger, your BKBs, all for naught. Your Dagon 2 on Nyx. You got a Jakiro.
Now, we see the reason. The hopeful reason.
Yep.
Discord, DC. Yeah. Start of the end, as Momo was so kind to show us, the graph really starting to pull towards Mouth Esports, the first big derivation from the norm. Delineation.
CONSILIUM win probability is still okay, though. That's they got that going for them. I don't know why, but they do.
Oh man, that move that was completely under Dire vision.
Yeah. It could have been really good, but yeah, like you said, completely under vision. And there was even more vision too. Fischero ended up de-warding a ward earlier from 9, and they just ended up replacing it at the end of that fight.
That's
like,
wild.
ward's important. Why not, right? Like,
Always,
that is
always try to carry a
the
ward on
spot.
you for a fight.
Yeah,
like that,
absolutely.
And Mr. Lens
Middle tower is under attack.
farming to his heart content. Diffusal. Maelstrom going for the Gleipnir next.
Smoke
I
out
think-
from mouth, maybe? BKB on Alk? This is their go time now.
Yeah, they said, okay, we see your gank attempt and how it turned out for you. Now watch us go.
Yeah. Watch the Masters do it.
Right.
Oh man, I feel like if Radiant were further ahead, Roshan should be dead at around this time. Right? They either kill a
Right.
top or bottom.
Slardar,
But-
the Shadow Fiend, yeah.
Right. Mouth aren't really going to take it anytime, maybe another 3-4 minutes.
Oh no,
Vagabond
Timbersaw.
again.
Yeah, Vagabond. Going for the all-time record now 1-8. 19 minutes in.
You're going to have to beat the, 1 in 13 Lich from earlier, 1 in 16 or something like that. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, I think those guys are playing from Spain without the S there.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under
Oh, sorry. It was 3 and 18 and 2 and 22 on the supports. Those were the stats.
No, Crash, that's a fridge game if I've ever seen
Right.
one.
are scanning.
Okay, Timbersaw TPing in
This
very
one.
aggressively here. Nice hook shot. Will limit the Sand King, but a Burrow Strike gets him out of dodge. Cogs do nothing when you are underground.
Yeah, that actually
Unlucky.
makes sense of an interaction, yeah.
Yeah, hey, they do protect their Tormentor, though. They protect their tier 2. Also, of course, that is like the tried and true winning team move. We're up. Let's take this tower. Let's take the Torm. Let's take the Wisdom. Farm their triangle 2 or 3 times while we're in the area. Good map defense from CONSILIUM.
Yep. CONSILIUM can still, Mel can still grab the Wisdom Rune here. They're kind of backing away, but they see SF under this ward. They could just jump him.
And they might.
Nice
They're going
play.
to jump the Sand King instead. Menace. Putting that Dagon level 2 to work.
This opens
Also
up the
has
fight a
the-
little bit.
Yeah. Also got the Whisper of the Dread.
A lot of damage. It's a lot, and with that max mind flare as well, it really hurts.
Yes, sir. Took Scuttle, though. So not going to burn the mana of the enemies.
That's
But,
okay.
you can't have it
Scuttle's
all,
the-
right?
Scuttle's the best. Scuttle's amazing. Okay, look, Mouth. I feel like they just wait for this respawn and then they go again. CONSILIUM are going to play in this area because, like we talked about, they do want Roche at around this time. They're just going to need to win a fight for it. Roche Pit is a
Mouth.
good area for both of these teams. We'll see what happens here, as a fight will be certainly breaking out shortly.
Yeah, Mouth are not going to give this one up easily. That's for certain. Crash Timbersaw, if he joins this fight, he's half mana, about 3/4 health.
Scanning.
Maybe a little lower. And he does have TP, but man, it's going to be a slow response, I think. Okay, Timbersaw is TPing in now. I think I hear him. Oh, and a blink initiation from the Dire they've found. Oh, it's a return! The Bat Rider dead for 30, and the Monkey King in the Cogs goes down. This is a huge momentum shift for CONSILIUM. They lose their Nyx, but it's not going to be enough to stop the onslaught. Timbersaw in, finally does not die off rip. We see the power of the Whirling Dervish unleashed.
I think that fight only goes so well because Clockwork cuts down the Monkey King tree. If you take a look, Monkey did literally like 0 damage, right? Sand King Monkey did nothing that engagement, and that's the only reason it goes so well. You just you don't have any damage dealers at that point, right? Like it's literally just Alk and the
Wild.
supports staring around and going, okay, like hi guys. Here's your, this cool minus armor strategy that you're running. I guess we'll throw our squishy supports at you and our alchemist, and we'll see what sticks. And nothing sticks. They're all dead.
No, nothing sticks at all. Now, Crash, an obvious shift of momentum here for
Yep.
CONSILIUM. What are their next steps, do you think?
You just got to keep riding this momentum, right? Like, wait for these next sort of items. You've got Hurricane Pike being built up on the Shadow Fiend very quickly. Crystal's already complete, so lots and lots of damage coming out from SF. Clockwork has some sort of protection now with the Solar Crest. BKB getting closer and closer for the Slardar. As soon as BKB comes up online on the Slardar, this game is then, at that point, completely turned around. So Timbersaw will be going for a BKB as well. He has a Yule Scepter already, so this is some way of, protecting yourself, purging the Jingu off the Monkey King, protecting your teammates from Lasso. I think it has actually a lot of value this game of the Yule Scepter.
Yeah.
Other than that, there's not too much, right?
Yes.
Yules will be built on Sand King, SNY for Alk. I mean, Mouth are still really, really strong. Don't get me wrong, but this Shadow Fiend is slowly creeping up on the Alchemist net worth.
Yeah, once he gets that Daedalus, the damage is going to be way too much to ignore.
Yeah.
I feel like only having one BKB piercing spell right now available to you, a little tough for Mouth Esports to handle. Do you think a Basher could be a nice response on any of these heroes? The Alk?
You could get an Abyssal on the Alk, yeah. Like I said, that fight goes so well because even though they get the lasso on the BKB SF, Monkey King has no Wukongs. He was set up beautifully for a perfect Wukongs. But the cogs, I think it was accidental too, so just unfortunate.
Sure. All right, they found the Shadow Fiend. The Aegis Carrier has no BKB for 10 seconds. A Burrow Strike follow-up. Shadow Fiend is controlled and dead. Wukong's command is down. The Thunder Dome has been set up. Clockwork dead. The respawning Shadow Fiend now has BKB, but he's stunned. He cannot get anything off. Absolute shift of momentum. Now back in favor of Mouth. As they're on the prowl looking for this level 14 Timbersaw will not necessarily call off the chase. Menace scouting out. He's so close. Crash, he's so close to that sentry.
He's fine. He's fine. Nothing to worry about.
So much damage, dude.
But yeah, once again, like, there's just heroes that aren't doing anything in these fights. Consilium this time around with Slardar had no impact.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he just watches his buddy die from afar.
There he is. He's farming up his BKB. That's all he can. That's all he can really do right now. You try to engage into Mouth, and you might just die.
All right, the bait, the trap has been set and sprung.
Beautiful.
Menace in with the kill.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Gets the snag.
Menace is like the saving grace right now for Consilium.
Yeah, I know we're not a fan of the Dagon Nyx, but pulling his weight, it's not as greedy as it looks.
There's a difference between not liking someone and something, and Malibu, I don't like you. There's a difference between like me not liking something and something not being good. Dagon Nyx is very much good. I miss the old like Blink 4-staff Ags Nyx,
Sure.
I miss the true shenanigans on that hero. Dagon, it just feels so cheap, but it's a really good assassination tool.
You know what they say, Crash, you shenan once, you'll certainly shenan again. So
I hope so.
There's still hope
I
out there
hope
for
so,
it.
yeah. It just feels like a grief. Like going Blink 4-staff on Nyx now feels so bad.
Yeah, you need damage.
Yeah,
I mean you've got
Ags
enough
Rush is
control on your team.
Yeah. I've seen a few Ags rushes and it looked fun. So maybe there's something there for the pubs.
Right. Daedalus finished on the Shadow Fiend, almost level 18 as well. Dream item of the Grove Bow has been granted 2 BKB timings. So this monkey is going to tear it up. Okay, they're on the hook shot. Misses! Cook might be able to get out. The Clockwork stun in the ice path and his life cut short in the prime. He was only 17. Why is he gone?
That was one of the coolest ice paths I've ever seen. Mouth, I feel like they recognize, they're like, oh my god, there might be a ward here on this high ground. So they throw the ice path, and because of where Jakiro was positioned, any sort of blink was all for naught. Menace.
Nyx menacingly staring at the Jakiro, and he gets him! Will he trade his life? Yes or no? Dial in now and tell us your opinion, chat. All right, the return stun from Menace. He's TPing out. The absolute Mad Lad has done it. The BKB popped on Mr. Lens. Shadow Fiend on the pursuit. Vagabond in with the pure damage, cutting through the BKB. The physical damage from the Shadow Fiend will be enough. A blink stun and a miss. Swing and a miss. 9 on the run. Has the Force Staff available. I think he'll get out. The Yule Scepter could be the danger for him. But no. Bat Rider gets out. Scared, shaken, but unscathed. Invis Slardar here, Crash. What do you think? Does he find someone? Oh,
maybe, but who's finding who right now? Yeah.
Right. Oh my God, they're finding CONSILIUM in their weakest moment, most exposed. Though Shadow Fiend fighting a losing battle will pop and die. Where was your Slardar? Fashero does fall. Vagabond gonna get the kill there. Blow for blow. Mouth Esports coming out on top with their respawning heroes. Your Slardar took the long route, and you needed them there yesterday.
We see SF recognize immediately queues up an MKB. That's the only reason you lose that man fight there. If SF was hitting every single hit on that Alchemist, pretty sure it's enough damage to kill him off. But yeah, like you said, like, where was your Slardar? Where was everyone else on your team? They're just not willing to help you out, it seems.
So I think they were looping over towards the right side of the triangle, perhaps, with that Invis rune, trying to hunt. But you just gotta follow your Shadow Fiend at this point.
Yeah.
Or make sure your Shadow Fiend follows you. You know, one or the other.
I think people are forgetting about team play as this game kind of
the gym
goes on and on.
Yeah. You know, the later we get in the game, the more stressful it gets. These situations are difficult for the players.
Only elimination game,
20 minutes
right?
In. True. It all adds up, brother. It all adds up. A gem on the Bat Rider as well. Oh, Ilias, just flare, 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 please. Hook shot hits. They're onto the monkey. BKB is available. No more BKB piercing stun until the Slardar's there with the bashes. Ice Path, this is the mark. Okay, yeah, Dark Black on the outskirts, ready to jump. Anybody would be so foolish to step up. Do you reset or do you go? What do you think, Crash?
They're already smoked out on CONSILIUM. They clearly want to just go again.
All right, who do they got to get first on Mouth? Or who do CONSILIUM have to kill first?
I mean, if you can get Alk, it'd be a big ticket, but very hard. So you probably just want to grab these supports instead.
All right, well, we're going to have our answer here. Slardar going in, following the Nyx. They get it, and the Alchemist is dead. You said it right in front of us. The BKB pop on both sides. Tit for tat. They're going back and forth. Shadow Fiend's got to get out of the Wukong's command, but he's back in. The Jakiro to fall. Where's the follow-up? The Shadow. Oh, no, no, no. Sand King dead. Mr. G, Mr. Lin trying to get out, but it's not going to happen. As he said, no buyback. Just the Bat Rider available to cut some lanes. But, you know, TP's back to base. These outer tier 2 towers probably going to be threatened by CONSILIUM.
That 79 damage that Alk did is what ended up killing him with that spiked Carapace Radiance burn. That was literally the only thing that Alchemist did there. It's just, yeah, that was a lot more damage than I expected, and a lot of it comes down to this Dagon on Nyx. Right, that is a full level 5 Dagon. Pair that up with the damage from Timbersaw and the minus armor from Slardar and SF. It is a considerable amount of damage. I was very surprised. Like, Alk has a lot of HP, but not enough rather to wrap through this burst.
Yeah, you've got 4 items in your inventory right now that give no HP. 5 if you count your neutral. Your S and Y, your BKB, the only really HP gaining items for you. I guess his team was nearby, but it just happened so quickly. It's like a car crash.
Yeah. It was full to zero immediately. There was really no room for response.
No.
In the time in which it takes Shakira to throw down an ice path, Alchemist was dead. Like, there's nothing you can really do there at that point.
Yeah, man, when you're in those situations playing the Jakiro, like, I find myself always, like, clicking my ice path on the hero that's up the furthest and canceling it before the cast goes off, just in case. But, I mean, you weren't even near a tower there.
For the first time since, like, 10 minutes... CONSILIUM are ahead on the net worth, albeit just barely, but they are.
Yeah. Mr. Len spots out the Radiant heroes, but is also spotted out by the Observer Ward. Oh, the pings are a
Dire's top
plum,
tower
my
is under
pal.
attack.
Hurricane Pike finish on the SF. Who gets the jump here? Oh, and they are in. Looking at the Sand King. The Timber Saw will pop his BKB on the top side of the fight. The Shadow Fiend is controlled, but returning fire, not enough. He dies. Looking to get Ilias Net to buy back on the Shadow Fiend Alchemist. Dark Black will get the kill on the Clockwork. The Battery Boy is dead, and now Wukong's command unleashed. Another death. Not going to follow up on... Okay, they're going onto the Slardar here. We're going to bring him down. The Sandstorm. Sand King doing a ton of damage, but Shadow Fiend's back, and it's good to be back.
No BKB.
No. The Mischief dodge!
No,
He just has to buy a
Lens.
little more time. Can he get it out? The Timber Saw, Vagabond falling, Dark Black. He's in the trees. Mr. Lens might just make an escape. Certainly, you don't get greedy. Do not throw the Boundless Strike, brother. You do
I was
not throw
thinking
your
the same
life
thing.
away.
I was thinking the same thing.
No. Cook? Is that a buyback on the Jakiro?
It is. He did buy back.
Oh,
for it.
no,
Yeah.
not like this. The Timber Saw so low. The high five coming down, and the crit! What was that damage?
That was through a solar crest as well. Oh my goodness. 4 lasting presence stacks on this SF. Look at Roshan's HP go down. He's being chunked.
Boom. Dude, perhaps the most impactful buyback we've seen all day, the Shadow Fiend.
Which is crazy. That is an insane buyback to do without BKB, when at the time, Mouth were still in pretty good fighting shape. But by the time SF got back into the engagement, Monkey King was half dead, Alk was half dead, no Chemical Rage up, their BKBs were down as well. So it didn't necessarily matter that SF had no BKB. He was the strongest hero on the map at that point.
Yeah, now I don't know if we'll see him be this. No, never mind. Now with the Aegis, Shadow Fiend, level 22. So Crash, the game, CONSILIUM in the driver's seat at this point. Especially with this Monkey King bar almost finished. Gonna have a Shiva's as well, the HP regen, the evasion on the Alchemist somewhat nullified. Do Mouth, like, how do they continue to play this game? Do they need to continue to take these fights away from their base? Do they change their approach?
I genuinely, I think that you're close enough at this game. Maybe not with Aegis. Like Aegis BKB probably too much. But you could keep bashing your head against this wall just for a little bit longer. Maybe 1-2 more fights if they start going awry. Maybe then you're sort of like, okay, maybe we need to like sort of split up and farm. But right now they are still just as strong as SF. If Monkey King and Alk get on top of SF, even through BKB, SF dies. We saw it last fight, and we could very well see it again. But this time with an Aegis, things completely change. We saw the second life of SF for that last fight be so crucial to them winning that fight. It's going to be the same thing this time around. By the time SF respawns, BKBs are going to be down, Wukong is going to be down, Chemical Rage will be expiring. So it's really, really good for CONSILIUM right now. And Mouth, they can still win fights. They just have to sort of take it a little safer than they have been previously.
Sure. All right. Well, let's see if playing a little caution in their sails, or if they just throw that to the wind. But our Clockwork back in the game. They're calling to go whatever, and Mouth Esports maybe licking their wounds here, thinking of how to move forward. All right, we got a game.
Back we go.
Once more into the breach, good friends. Mr. Lenz really wants that Gleipnir, buys the recipe, going for the Scotty and then the Basher.
A little greedy once again, but I think you could. Oh, you got to get this Basher first. I don't think you can afford this Scotty. I think game will be either in your favor, like over in your favor, or over in the enemy's favor by the time you get Scotty and half your Basher.
Yeah. Agreed. And I mean, the Orb of Corrosion, the attack speed's nice, but the slow, everything else not really doing a ton for you at this point. Just sell it, grab a Basher.
Yeah. Do you think we'd see more Orb of Corrosion if it was built into Scotty? You know how like old Orb of Venom used to be?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, just by the nature of having it incorporated into a build.
Yeah,
You know.
I feel like it's I like it, but that item, the Orb Recursion, could use a little bit of a change. It's
bit of
just
love.
so rare that it gets picked up.
Yeah, maybe a little stronger anti-heal, anti-regen identity
Yeah.
could lend it to being more useful. All right, Mouth Esports, 4 heroes in the area. The same for CONSILIUM. Pieces are being set on the board, and a nullifier completed on the Slardar. Slardar, who once had no game, now has 3 items. All right, concoction cooking. They find the Shadow Fiend right off rip, and the stun goes on. But kill onto the Bat Rider. Chaos coming out. Vagabond hits the BKB. Shadow Fiend on the outskirts of the Wukong's command. Dead. Resurrecting. The cooking up. The concoction already uses BKB, so he's going to get chain stun into that. But a beautiful blink stun from Slardar. It's not enough. The Shadow Fiend is dead. The Timbersaw is in. Damage, not enough. The Yule's going up, throwing him in the air, and a lasso will seal the fate of the CONSILIUM draft. What looked so convincing in the blink of an eye turns to the favor of Mouth.
Yeah, I'm not too surprised, right? Look at SF's damage this time around, right? You get on top of SF, he's hitting for a little bit, but as soon as everyone gets on top of him, he keels over and dies. No one else really did anything that entire fight. Timbersaw threw around his abilities, great, cool, and all, but it just felt like Mouth were all over them, right on top of the SF. Everyone else from CONSILIUM kind of disengaged and skirted away from the SF, which I don't know if I agree with. You really need to be protecting this hero. Throw bodies in front of him. Let him just sit there like a turret and right-click people.
Absolutely. Yeah, Crash, I think what we saw there is exactly what happened to Mouth Esports when they lost their Alchemist, and he did 26 damage. Bottom, right? It's just completely reversed. It's like they're not learning from fight to fight. You know, like, we had success when we did this. Let's do it again? No.
I mean, that fight, there was inklings of it being very, very bad, where SF was just left uncontested to kill off heroes, but it just wasn't enough damage at this point. Which is so crazy to say, but, you know, it's just not, he's not full to zeroing anyone other than these supports. AC on the Alk, lots of armor on the Monkey King as well. It's hard, to say the least.
All right, Mr. Lens playing ahead of the team in the tree line. Was looking for maybe somebody scouting out the early defense, but no pickoffs.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Final tier 2 tower, now the target of Mouth. Do you think they get this?
I think they could try. Why not?
Yeah. Menace on the prowl. Level 5 Dagon with the Kaya. He gets him almost all the way down, but the BKB finally coming out. Mr. Lens will get the Wukong command, and the reverse. The Uno reverse has been thrown down onto the table. Though Mr. Lens getting low. Force Staff going to save him from the Timbersaw's damage, and now the Flame Break pushing him back into the Ice Path. And that's a 2-for-0. The team play of Team Mouth. Simply too much. Yami Amor. Indeed. Damn.
Damn, indeed. Think about how quickly Mouth responded to that. They were there immediately. I don't even know how they got there that fast, but they did. And a beautiful Force Staff from the Jakiro as well to save Mr. Lens's life. The only way he survives there is with that Force Staff, so well done by Cook.
Yeah, Cook is chefing it up for sure. And now he's also got a Blink Dagger queued up, Crash. So he's going to be able to make those saves from even further away. Just stay off screen, wait for the initiation to happen. Boom, boom, boom. Get a round of your spells off. Do it again. Repeat.
Another new item, Crimson Guard, has officially been completed on Sand King. It's been done for a little bit, but we haven't really talked about it. It's another item that's really gonna, you know, negate a lot of this damage coming out from SF. They do have a nullifier on the Slardar, like you said earlier, but
that's one target.
That's exactly. It's one hero, and you need to kill Alk and Monkey and Bat and Sand King. And killing Jakiro would be nice too. Like, these are targets you need to get rid of. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I love when the supports can cover each other. You know. Bat Jakiro pairing, quite nice. Clock Shadow Demon pairing, similar. Clock Nyx, not so much. You know, you got some stuns, so maybe a hook shot coverage, but difficult. Now 6k up. Mouth Esports. They own the high ground here. A smoke from CONSILIUM.
Where are they going?
Wherever they want, brother.
Where are they? What are they? Hey, they're not there.
Hello?
Go.
We're over here.
Yeah. Oh, okay. This is good. This is very cool. If they continue to posture right here, maybe go to the. Okay. Yeah. I'm liking this. Hold the high ground.
Force it.
No, they're okay. No, you can't. You cannot. I like it, but you can't. You can't just hit T30s like that. No way.
Maybe they just want. I think they just want someone to respond to this.
Yeah.
We kind of saw Shopify do this yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
They were down. The other team had the Aegis, and Apex had the Aegis, and they just walked at their high ground. Crazy. Okay, hook shot onto the Jakiro. This is a great target to start the fight. Twin-Headed Dragon is dead, but the lasso onto the Shadow Fiend, and the damage is just gone like that. 1.5 minutes off the map. They're going to follow up on the Slardar. The Wukong's command is down, and they're trying to chase. Alchemist is on the Slardar, falling, and now the Timbersaw is left without a lifeline, surrounded on all sides. The concoction, and it is a bitter medicine to take 4 dead on the side of the Radiant. Mouth Esports feeling right at home on their side of the map.
I mean, a good place to take a fight if you're Consilium. Right, you aren't gonna lose your whole base now instead of it.
1,000 damage.
Yeah, like
Crash. I don't know, brother. They might lose their whole base because of that, brother.
They have buybacks. They have buybacks. Okay, and Menace just got a kill on the Cook as well. You can't like force. Okay, they are going to. Yeah. I feel like you should just get something and be happy with this, but...
Oh, the Blink Crush onto the Monkey King. BKB's used, and the Shard will get him out of immediate danger here. So the Alchemist will self-stun. A nice double lasso onto the Shadow Fiend and the Timbersaw. The damage is there, and Shadow Fiend is dead, as well as the Nyx Timbersaw. Next uses himself. Will he be able to get out? No! The concoction lands, and it is looking to be all mouth all day. No.
Ooh, that doesn't feel good.
The BM.
That doesn't.
The BMTC.
Just call it. If you're gonna do that, just call GG. Yeah, Ilias, thank you.
Okay. The adult.
Another phenomenal game.
The adult in the room.
Teams, honestly.
Yeah. Well played from Mouth.
Yeah. They were out. Literally, they were in this game, and then it felt like they were out of this game. And then they were just back in it through phenomenal team fighting.
Phenomenal.
And good target prioritization.